Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. Today I'm going to do a little reminder. We're in 8B, but it's getting that time to go ahead and plant garlic. Now, anytime in the month of October, some people wait a little later. I just like to get mine in. But what I'm saying, and I have my seed here. I have some elephant garlic, and then I have a couple other varieties of garlic here. And I've got some empty beds. I'm going to go ahead and put this out. But the reason why I'm going ahead and doing this is because, so it's kind of a reminder to those of you that want to grow garlic that you need to go ahead and see about getting garlic while there's still seed garlic available. So anyway, I'm going to get after it here. The ideal time to decide when to plant your garlic is you want to plant it late in the season, but you want to, if you're in the more southern areas where you don't have quite as cold a winter, you want to get your garlic to germinate and come up before the weather starts getting cold. It'll handle cold weather, but if you plant it once it gets real cold in your area, then what's going to happen is it's going to kind of sit dormant until the spring. So that's why, like I say, if in zone 8, 8B, we always tend to plant it here in October, and it seems to work out real well. Another easy way to know when it's time to plant garlic is if you end up missing some garlic from a area that was planted and it starts coming back up, that's a good sign that it's time to plant. Now this garlic here had a problem. It started to sprout early, and so we didn't dig this up, and we've got some more that's under the tarp. If you have a situation like this, what you can do is you can dig this up, and just like you would do flower bulbs or something, you can separate them and replant them, and let these go ahead and grow into full garlic bulbs. Now, I've done this video in the past, but a lot of times people don't tend to go back and look. So for those of you that are new or that just don't want to go back and look, when you lay this out, and I'm laying these out roughly, the rows about a foot apart this year, and the garlic about 6 to 8 inches apart. But it's easy, just set your garlic into the row like you want it, and then come back and bury it. Now when you bury it, you're gonna put it down about a foot below the surface. So I'm not a foot, an inch below the surface. So just take and dig your little hole, put it in there, and plant it. Now that's with this elephant garlic, and the others about the same too. They say twice the depth of the bulb, but normally I do it just about a foot below, about an inch below the surface. Sometimes a half an inch on my smaller garlic cloves, just so I get them buried and the bulb is underground. Just a reminder for those that don't go back to the older videos, plant the pointed side up. The part that the root was on originally, you want that part down when you plant it. Well, I thought I was almost finished, and then I got to thinking about what did I do with my garlic seeds. Now, I did a video in the past, and I call these garlic seeds. These are little nodules that form on the outside of your elephant garlic, and you plant these, and they'll grow. And normally in the first year, they'll just make a single bulb, but it'll be a big bulb. Now sometimes it'll go ahead and start forming into cloves, but most of the time it's just big bulbs, which they work just as fine for garlic. If you're going to dehydrate or freeze dry your garlic, it's easy to cut it up. Or if you're making something that you need a fairly large bit of garlic, elephant garlic isn't that strong, so it's really you can use those just like any others. And then I've got like a little bulb of garlic that I'll plant back, let it grow up. But anyway, if you're doing elephant garlic and you see little nodules form on it, you'll know what they are. Once you get it all planted, take and make sure you do just like with any other seed. Take and fertilize it and water it in good. And then just let it be. That's simple as that. Now don't expect garlic to just pop up here in a week and you're going to have a bunch of garlic to eat, because when we put this in the fall, we harvest this in the spring. Now you can harvest some of it early as green garlic. A lot of people like to do that. They'll plant extra so they can pull some, maybe even plant it in tighter and thin some out and use it as green garlic. It works just as well as garlic. But whichever way you decide. And make sure when you plant cloves, don't bother planting no little bitty cloves. You plant little bitty cloves and you'll have little bitty bulbs, and with smaller cloves than what you planted in the first place. You want to use larger cloves. If you have smaller ones, just go ahead and eat those. But save your big ones. It's like with any seed. If you're going to save seed from something, you want to have it from your best. You want to take and high grade your plants or your produce and take the seed from the best ones. That way you stand a better chance of having a really good seed, or you start having good stock. But anyway, I hope this helps. If you want to see more of my videos, just hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you'll be notified. Happy gardening.